Hello there and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be trying, and trying is most definitely the key word here. This look is, I think it's going to be way above my skill level, but I'm a big believer in always trying to push yourself to reach greater heights. Whether or not I achieve this look is on uncertainty, but I'm going to try, and I'm very excited about it. So I've been feeling incredibly inspired recently to explore makeup and creativity a little bit more. So I've loved makeup for a really long time, but I've never really pushed myself to do anything a bit more kind of experimental. I've been trying to improve my smoky eye. I've even been trying to master the cut crease. What I've really not done anything of is trying to use makeup to explore my inner creativity. So I have been kind of messing about the last few days with makeup, with just different kind of outside of the box looks, and today I just really wanted to sit down and just try and copy someone else's creativity. I know, guys, I know, here's me talking about exploring my own creativity, sound like a pretentious knobhead, but I'm going to be copying someone else's look. I know, guys, I know. Let's just say I'm taking baby steps at doing this. I've got a little photo here. So the look that I'm going to be recreating today is by the most beautiful, unique and hugely inspiring YouTuber and Instagrammer, Kate Marks. So this is the look that I'm going to be trying to recreate today. It's this extra large kind of wing, and one side has like a cool toned pastel rainbow, and then the other side has a warm toned pastel rainbow. I know, guys, I know, to say that I'm even reaching for the stars here, I mean, massive understatement. I don't believe that I will get anywhere close to this, but by golly gosh, I'm going to try, and I'm going to have fun trying. It's not always about where you end up. It's about how much fun you have on the journey. I am going to begin today. I'm going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to do them in a similar vein to how Kate Marks has done hers. So just big and bushy, basically. I've already done my base. I'm going to be copying the kind of peachy lip, and also she's got some faux freckles on with a beautiful pop of pink blush. Unfortunately, I don't have these beautiful falsies that she's wearing, but I have some other ones that I think will look good, and if the look is terrible, I can just use the falsies to cover it up. So this is the look, this is me. Let's do this, guys. So today we're going to begin with the eyebrows. I'm going to be using my ABH Brow Promenade. This is in the shade taupe. I'm just going to kind of try to recreate what Kate Marks has done, and I'm going to do it really badly. So the catalyst for me wanting to experiment a bit more with makeup has definitely been the TV series Glow Up. If you've not seen it or you're not aware of it, it's on BBC 3, and it's kind of like a makeup reality competition show. So there's like 10 or so makeup artists, and they come on the show, and one by one each week they get evicted. Well, they don't get evicted, they get sent home, and they have all of these like wonderful creative challenges that they have to do. And just watching that show alone has massively inspired me. So do you know what, I could probably just leave my brows like this and it'd be like job done, but I'm not going to. So Kate Marks usually does draw on her eyebrows very kind of high up. They're usually extremely raised, so I've tried to like go against my natural brow curve, and I've just kind of gone for a more kind of straight brow, just so that I can create that kind of raised look. And also I think to really make this look, I have to try and maximize the amount of space I have between my lid and the brow, so that we can create that real kind of huge excessive wing. That's kind of what I've tried to do there. I've not tried to curve my brows downwards at all. I've just kind of, I've winged it as I do everything else, guys. I want my brows to defy gravity. Okay, so a wonderful tip that I actually learned from Glow Up is to always do your weaker side first, because it's much easier to try and match up your strong side against your weaker side than the other way around. So my weak side is my left hand side, so I'm going to begin on this side and then hopefully it'll just be easier for me to replicate that. To begin, I am going to pop a little bit of eye primer on, and today I'm going to be using the Kaleidos Makeup Tone Activator Eye Primer. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to pop this on my lid, and I'm actually going to go right up to under my eyebrows, and I'll take it out a little bit, just everywhere where I think I'm going to be working on today. Do you know what? I can just hear like all my neighbours outside, you know, with their lawnmowers, cleaning their cars. I'm just sat here playing with makeup. Honestly, if you saw how bad our front garden looked at the moment, it honestly looks like the house has been abandoned, like we all died and no one's found us yet. I feel quite embarrassed of our front garden, but I have better things to do with my time than mow my front garden. I'd rather be playing with makeup. Do you know what I mean? But it is making me feel slightly guilty just hearing the obvious sound of someone vacuuming the inside of their car, and it's probably not even that dirty, that car. Whereas my car, because I've got kids, has crumbs. It's got everything, just like everything that shouldn't be in a car, and everything that should be in a car is not in the car. I need to refer back to my picture here. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I wish I'd like a pencil. Does anyone know like a pencil makeup product that you could use to, you know, sketch stuff out? I could really do with that right now, because it's a bit daunting, the idea of going in with the black. So she's done the long, you know, like a very long wing, and then she's just kind of taken it all the way around. So she's arched it up, and then she's kind of arched it over all the way around and then down. So maybe if I put like a point where I want it to end up, and then a point here, and then maybe top point. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a really good planning idea. So I'm going to just get something. Okay, so I've got this black eyeliner, so I'm definitely going to be using a cheek guard today. I'm going to use these to create the wing, because there's no way I'm drawing a straight line freehand. That's just not happening. These cheek guards are extremely sticky, which means they pull off all of your foundation. So I'm going to try and like de-stick them. I don't know if this is working. It just feels like it may take some of the sticky away, you know. They're just too sticky. Like, they'd be fine if you hadn't applied your foundation first, but if you want to apply your foundation first, these are just going to ruin that. Anyway, right, so I've de-stuck them. So I think if I do that one like that, I think this is like the most difficult thing about this type of look. It's the symmetry, you know, and if the symmetry is even slightly off, you're fecked, because it just looks shit. If I can just get, shit. Oh, I've taken way too much of the sticky off. It refuses to even stick now. I feel like that's not quite right. Let me try again. Okay, so how is that looking? Is that even? Oh, let me see. I don't think my eyes are even, honestly. They just don't look symmetrical. That's something I've only just realised today. Kind of happy with that. I'm going to put a tiny little dot here. A dot there about an inch. Oh, I just don't think this is going to work, but so then if I do a line, and then we can head over, and then where do we want this line to end up? Maybe there, do you think? And then exactly the same place on the other side. The dots are in place. Oh, so so nervous, guys. Do I use this, or is this going to give me a good enough line? It might do, but this does not wash off. Okay, so I'm just wondering what the best product would be to create the line. Would it be liquid eyeliner? Would it be the pencil? Would it be powder? And I actually think it would probably be liquid eyeliner. But I just don't feel brave enough to do that. So I think I'm going to go in with black eyeshadow first. And then at least that will be easier to remove if I feck out, which I definitely will. So I'm going to be using the Pretty Vulgar Nightingale palette. And I'm going to use the black shade to create this. Oh, wish me luck, guys. This is the make it or break it moment. The make it or break it moment. I'm just referring to the look one last time. I wonder what she's used. I've got no idea. Guys, I just remembered. Here I am, going ahead, helpful lad, without care in the world, doing my strong side. I thought I was going to be doing the... Anyway, guys, this is just the natural side for me to work on, but we're going to go on this side. I thought, as opposed to going straight in with the black, I'm going to go in with a lighter shade just to try and, you know, carve out that upper kind of arch, because quite frankly it freaks the feck out of me to even consider going straight in with the black. So I'm going to go in with the lighter shade, and then we can correct if needs be. We definitely will. And then we can go over it with the black. Okay, so I've realised a few things. One, it's really important which direction you take the brush in. I found that this part of my eye, it was so much more helpful if I tried to take the brush upwards, because when I was trying to pull the brush downwards, gravity was also pulling down my skin, because I'm 35 now, so my skin, unfortunately, it likes to move around. It likes to have a dance with the brush. So it's really important to find which way pulls your skin taut, because it honestly makes it so much easier. And another thing that I've learned was I can't do symmetry to save my life, but I'm too far in, so I'm not going back. I'm just hoping that the pastel rainbow and the falsies and everything else will just take attention away from the fact that they're not entirely symmetrical, but they're definitely not. So anyway, guys, this is the moment of truth. You ready? Okay, so there we go. I mean, it's not perfect, but I am going to work with what I've created. I'm going to be committed to the creation. And next we have the fun part. We're going to create the pastel rainbows. So to do this, I'm going to be using the Perfect Pastel palette, which is the Blooming Up palette by Beauty Glazed. This is just full of all manner of beautiful shades. The quality is really, really good as well. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to fill in the gaps, creating a pastel rainbow. Watch now, this will be the part I feck up. The part that I think is going to be the easy part, the walk in the park part. This will be the part where I stumble. I mean, this is not great, but it doesn't look terrible. I mean, I honestly thought it looked so much worse, but anyway. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the cool tone, I think, over on my left side, and then I'm going to move over and do the warmer tones on the right side. I may have to use another palette. I might use my Kaleidos makeup Escape Pod palette as well, just because they do have a couple of shades I like, but I might have to mix up which I don't know, I might have to pull a shade from another palette, but I'll let you know if I do. So I'm going to pop some relaxing music on. I want you just to sit back, relax, and watch me struggle. Like literally, just you relax. I'll struggle. It's fine, guys. But no, really, I just sit back and relax, and let's see how this goes. Andreas came in and he said, "Is that all you did?" I said, "This black took ages." Love you, Dre. Love you more. Okay, so I've done the cool toned rainbow side. I've mostly used the Blooming Up palette, but then I have used a little bit of the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill 2 palette just to put the yellow in the inner corner. The more I look at this, the more I'm realising that the black line on this side is way too thick, and I think that's ultimately going to really let the overall look down. But we're just going to carry on. I may even be able to fix it, you know, maybe if I got a wet wipe and just like wet wiped, went back in with some black, I could potentially do that. But we'll see how the look looks when it's complete first, before I start going in and fecking up more. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to complete the warm tone pastel. I'm just going to get rid of that little crease mark there, and we're going to jump into this. Okay, so this is the look. I mean, I've not finished it yet, but the warmer tone side and then the cooler tone side, I think it's okay, but this thick line here is really, really bugging me. One way that I thought that potentially I could try and kind of sharpen it up a little bit was maybe to do a little bit of like a highlight under my brow, and I could just try and like splice that highlight into the line. Whether or not this is going to work, I don't know, but I do think that this is the joy of going in with a powder as opposed to liquid, because if I'd used a liquid eyeliner, it definitely would have had a lot more staying power than a powder. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try that, and then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pop some faux freckles on, I'm going to pop some falsies on, I'm going to pop blush on, and then I'll show you the final look. But do you know what? It's not as bad as I thought it would be. So it's not a total failure yet. Anyway, at this point, of course. You know what? First, I'm just going to go in with a very thin brush. I'm just going to like wet it, and then I'm just going to use it. Hopefully, it's like I'm hoping it's going to turn into some kind of magic rubber. Probably not, but I'm just going to... Okay, so I've popped on some freckles. I've done the extravagant but so ravishing pink blush, and next I'm going to go under the eyes. So on the original look that Kate Marks did, she mirrored what she'd done on the top underneath. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today, because I have no creative inspiration of my own. So I'm going to do that. We're going to pop on the falsies. We're going to put on the beautiful peach lip, and then I should be done. I did try to correct this, but I didn't see how I was going to do it without potentially just fecking everything up and then just wishing that I just left it looking 50% good, you know. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish everything, and then maybe after I've finished filming I might play around a little bit more when I've not got as much to lose, and just see if I can correct it, and if I do I will let you know. But anyway, I'm going to finish everything and I'll be back in a sec to show you the final look. And also I did realise that where I've gone wrong is I should have taken the initial line, I should have gone up a lot higher so that the line coming down would have just been less arched. Like mine is a very smooth, deep arch, but Kate Mark's, hers was much more of a precise arch, and that's kind of where I've gone wrong. But it's all a learning curve, and I had so much fun doing this. I don't really care. Okay, so on the lips I'm going to be using Wet n Wild Catsuit Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Nudist Peach. I feel like this is quite similar to the shade that Kate Marks used. Okay, so for the falsies, I'm going to be using this set of magnetic lashes. I got this set of 4 from Aliexpress, and these are really, really good actually, because I don't think I'm even going to have to trim this down because it looks like it's just going to fit perfectly. I'm going to have to apply some black eyeliner in order to stick the magnets down. But yeah, I just wanted to say that these actually look really, really good. Because at first I thought, as I was ripping off, I thought, oh no, I've just ripped it. These are shit lashes. But I've realised that actually they're just like, they're quite short, which is good because you don't have to feck about trimming them. Okay, so this is the finished look. Do I think it's perfect? No. If I did want to create this look again, I would do it very, very differently. I think I'm going to play around a little bit more now, just trying to finesse things a little bit. So if I do manage to improve upon it and not worsen it, then I will come back and show you. So the way that I improved this look was simply by taking a wet wipe. I just put my finger in there like this and I just went swoop and then just deleted all of my failures, which was wonderful. I wish that I could use that in every single area of my life. So I just went swoop. Because I'd used the powder product as opposed to the liquid eyeliner, it removed itself, no questions asked. It just said, oh, what? You don't want me anymore? And then it was gone. It did not put up a fight. So this is the new look, which I prefer so much more. I think I'm going to have to stay in my lane a little bit because a strong black eyeliner on its own, like a wing, is challenging enough for me without having to then create another kind of wing over my eye. So this, guys, is the final look. Another thing that I did just want to say as well, that was it. I don't like this liquid lipstick. I knew there was a reason why I've not used her in a while, and it's because she's awful. Look. I'm going to finally end this video now with a totally different look than A, I set out to do, and B, I created badly, very badly, but I actually prefer this one. So the day has not been a failure. She definitely hasn't. So guys, I hope if this video can give you anything at all, it'll give you some inspiration to play around with makeup, no matter what your skill level. Just pick up that makeup brush, pick up that palette, and just go hell for leather. And 2, I hope it's made you realise that you can always wipe away makeup. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching the video and for being here, giving me moral support throughout the highs and the lows. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Bye.